Hey, 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 everyone. Happy Friday.
Woohoo!
Yeah, we made it. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to Fun Filtered Marketing Talk for Authors. I'm Shelly, and I'm sitting here at the table, at this digital online table. I wish we were actually sitting around a table right now, y'all. Wouldn't that be
Me too.
amazing?
Good.
But the next best thing, I'm sitting here on the screen with my girls, Carol and Sarah, today. And y'all, this one is going to possibly feel a little more personal today. Don't run with that. Those who are afraid of personal, don't take off today. I'm out of here. But we are going to talk about something that every author wrestles with at some point. And that is this: why your book's message matters more than the metrics. We're going to talk about your message today, and we're going to talk about metrics. So, Carol, say hello.
Hello. It is good to see you all or be with you all. And Shelly and Sarah, always fun on this fun Friday, Fun Filtered. So what we're going to talk about today is a needed conversation, especially because we live in this world that gives us charts, dashboards, rankings, algorithms. We get so tired of those words everywhere we turn. There are numbers staring back at us.
Yeah. And when you've poured your heart, your faith, your sleepless nights, your obedience into a book, those numbers, I think they feel just a little bit louder than they should. So today is really going to be like a deep breath for your soul.
Yeah, we're going to talk honestly today about what metrics cannot measure and how to stay grounded when the results don't match your expectations, and what to focus on instead. All right. That way you can keep showing up with purpose and with joy.
Yeah. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the expectation crash. So this is where we're going to start, because the expectation crash is real. Every author has that moment where they check their dashboard or their Amazon rank and they think, wait, is this it?
Boy, howdy. Yeah. Yeah. I've had authors come to me kind of embarrassed to even say the numbers out loud. And maybe Carol, Sarah, have y'all ever felt that way?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah, you look at the numbers and you're like, whoa. And suddenly it's easy to just begin to doubt whether we even should I have written this book at all, right?
Yeah. And I don't know, but that really gets me in the mama teacher heart, because their stories didn't lose value. The message didn't just suddenly become less important. The only thing that really changed was the data point. And that's important to remember.
Yeah. And we forget that God doesn't measure the impact the same way that we do. God isn't down or up in his, kingdom scrolling KDP. He's watching for our obedience. He's watching for faithfulness. He's watching for the one who needed exactly what you wrote.
Yeah. And y'all, I'm just going to say this straight up. Okay. The enemy would love nothing more than for you to believe that your book failed because the numbers didn't explode. But I want to tell you something. That is not the truth, not even close to the truth.
So, what are the things that metrics can't measure? Let's just name it. Metrics can't measure transformation. They can't measure the mom who is crying all the way through your chapter that you wrote. They can't measure the woman who maybe finally feels understood because she read your words. They can't measure the person who whispered, "That was for me today in this moment."
Yeah, they can't measure softened hearts. They can't measure people that have had their hope restored, or even the quiet moment someone just encounters Jesus in your story.
Yeah, that's so good. Yeah, metrics not measure eternal stuff.
No.
They only measure what's visible, what we can see. And honestly, the visible is not the whole story.
And sometimes the most powerful books don't hit big numbers right away. They build slowly, one heart at a time.
We have so many Redemption Press books that have long, steady, faithful lives. They're not flashy. They don't peak fast, but they keep reaching the right people, one person at a time, year after year.
Yeah. So here's a part that nobody really talks about, or you don't hear it very often, I think, is that metrics are noisy. So let's talk about how unreliable these numbers can be for a minute. Amazon ranks fluctuate by the hour, right? KDP dashboards lag. Royalty statements show just a slice. They don't show the whole pie.
Yeah, we've literally seen an author sell 3 copies in one day and jump thousands of places in ranking. Meanwhile, someone else sells 20 copies and barely moves.
Right. And sometimes a book is making far more impact off Amazon than on it. Church events, retreats, small groups, counseling centers, none of that shows up in your dashboard.
Right. So when authors look at their numbers and think it's the story, no, it's not. It's a myriad of other things. All right. It's the platform. It's the market. It's the season, the timing, right? It's about 100 different variables that have nothing to do with the value of your book. And I want to say that again. Has 100 variables or more that have nothing to do with the value of your book.
So good. So if numbers aren't good, does the message still matter? Well, let's answer it simply. So yes, it does. Absolutely. Your message mattered before your book was even printed. It mattered when you were in the dark and writing in the dark. It mattered when you were crying over chapter 3. We've all been there. It mattered when God whispered, share this.
The value of your message was never tied to your sales. The sales simply determine how many people hear it, not whether it was worth saying in the first place.
Yeah, so good. So let me just say this gently but clearly, that obedience is success, right? And the fruit is God's to grow, not yours.
That is good. So what should authors focus on instead? So we're going to get practical because we love practicality here at Fun Filtered. So number 1, we want you to focus on serving real people, not chasing invisible ones. So write posts that help somebody today. Send an email to one person that you can encourage. Like maybe your book encourages moms. Send one email to that mom. Or maybe you have a story that you know might lift somebody else's spirits today. Share it. That is ministry. That is impact. So number 1, focus on serving real people. Number 2, we want you to focus on conversations, not on charts. Reach out to one podcast. Message one women's ministry leader. Offer one free resource to your readers. Start a simple connection chain that grows your reach organically. And remember, that always starts with the one. So don't get overwhelmed. Focus on real people, focus on conversations. And then our third area of focus is focus on being findable, not famous. I know early on in my writing journey, that was something that was drilled into my head. Your online presence isn't about how many people know you or connect with you on social media. It's about being discoverable so people can find your message. So what are some practical ways to do that? You can do that. Number one, you can update your Amazon description, make it more connective to the people who are going to find it helpful. Number two, you can fix your website. We always need to do, mine is back in 1985. We always need to do something that's going to bring kind of fresh eyes to our website and fresh connection. And another thing is post consistently, not constantly, post consistently so that readers know exactly how to find you.
Yeah.
Those three are so good, but I'm going to add one more. So here's a bonus one. Focus on faithfulness, not on formulas. God does have a unique journey for your message, and it's not going to look like anyone else.
Yeah, that's really good. These are some gems, y'all. This is really good. So let's do a reset for your heart. All right. Kind of a reflection moment. Okay. Will y'all play along with us? And don't just play along, but do it for real. Okay. Don't act. So here's what we're going to do. All right. Let's just slow down for a minute. If you've been discouraged about your numbers lately, just take a deep breath with us. Okay. And I want you to close your eyes if you can. If you're driving, do not close your eyes. Would like you to keep your eyes peeled on the road before you. Okay. But if you're able to, close your eyes. Like really, I want you to do it. Okay. Okay, good. You're doing it. And I want you to picture one reader who needed your book. For real. Your eyes are closed and you're picturing right now one reader who needed your book. And I want you now to imagine her or him sitting at their kitchen table, their coffee in hand, opening your chapter. Can you picture that? Something inside of her or him is softening. Something hurts a little less. Something feels possible again.
Yeah, because your message is so powerful.
Yeah.
That's why you wrote the book in the first place. And that moment that you just imagined is not going to show up in any metric.
But heaven sees it, and heaven counts it. So let's shift from that connective moment to something I am a firm believer in, and that is celebrating the small wins. Because you should, even if you never have a bestseller badge, there are little wins that God is going to drop in your lap that's going to remind you why you joined this crazy writing journey in the first place. So let's list some wins that matter. Number one, maybe somebody direct message you just to say thank you. And any author, I don't care how long you've been at this or how many books that you've written, when you get a personal message that says thank you, it means everything. Okay, so another place where you can celebrate that I think is just as important as an Amazon badge, and actually even more so, is when your book helps a group, maybe a women's group, have a real conversation. Somebody gave me really great advice one time and said, Sarah, you will have that one group that will reaffirm why you wrote the book in the first place. And my one group, and I'm probably just going to get snotty and teary just thinking about it, but a friend shared with me that one of her close friends was taking Even When into a women's halfway house. And each time she went, she would read a devotion, and that these women felt seen, felt heard, felt known. And y'all, those aren't my buyers. Those aren't the people who are going to move my needle online, but those are absolutely the people that God wrote that book. So
It's so good.
don't discount that. Some other wins that you can celebrate. Your pastor has your book on his desk and is looking at it for inspiration. Oh, this is a big one. Your kid, your child says, I am so proud of you. Oh, that's the best. Your finished book. Most people never finish. Do you know what small percentage you're in just for getting the thing done? That deserves a whole heap of a party. And that's why we encourage launch parties. It is something to celebrate. Maybe something that you can celebrate that's a little bit more deep emotionally is you told the truth that God asked you to tell. Or maybe you kept going when you really wanted to quit. And we have all been there. Right, Carol?
We have. We totally have. Yeah. And those aren't small things. They're really sacred. I remember a woman emailing me after she and some friends had done my very first Bible study. And she mentioned, like we didn't get all the details down. We used it as our launching point. She goes, but we met at a park once a week with all of our kids playing on the playground. And we talked about living a life of worship. And I was like, wow, like even though they didn't go as deep as most studies do, they got exactly what God needed for them. It gave me goosebumps just even remembering that moment. So yeah, very, very sacred moments. Oh, so good. Okay. So how then do we keep our heart healthy in a metric driven world? So this is going to give you just a little heart check, a little framework that you can come back to anytime that maybe discouragement will hit you. So here we go. And conveniently enough, it has the acronym of HEART. So hopefully this will help you. So the first one is an honest assessment. So you really can ask yourself that question, am I doing what I can with what I have? Remember the story of the talents? Like just take what God has given you and go out and do something with it. Don't bury it in the sand. The second one is expectation reset, or E. Did I set my numbers that were never realistic to begin with? So often we have these grandiose ideas and we can never meet them. What is the most realistic thing that you can do? Start there. Then A is ask God and just simply pray about what God's given you. Lord, who needs my message today? Then we have R, remember the one. Picture who is in your book, not the Amazon chart. And then T is take one step, just one reach out, one post, one email, one seed, one step. So honest assessment. Here, I'll put it back up as I do it. Honest assessment, expectation reset, ask God, remember the one, and take just one step.
So good. Heart. So when you shift from outcomes to obedience, the pressure kind of lifts. You can breathe again. And I hope you're getting a sense of that today as we've just gone through all of these suggestions and these ideas and the reflection. And perhaps you'll even come back and rewatch and just go through this again. So let's begin to wrap it up with, just some reminders that your message is bigger than your metrics. The story that God gave you carries weight in ways you may never see this side of eternity. But the unseen does not mean unfruitful. Promise you that.
Yeah, absolutely. Stay faithful, stay encouraged, keep planting those seeds. Your book is not done working.
I love that.
And don't do it alone. Do it in community. If you need support, if you need ideas, if you need people, you already know that you can come and hang out with us at Book Marketing Pro Academy. We're walking through this exact road every single week. So you can go to bookmarketingproacademy.com and you can find out more.
Yes.
So thanks for pulling up a chair today. You're at the table, right? We'll see you next time for another honest, hope-filled, practical conversation here on Fun Filtered.
Yes, but actually, before we let everyone go, next week is Thanksgiving. And so we're going to take Friday off from Fun Filtered. So we will see you in 2 weeks.
That's right.
2 weeks. God bless you all. Thank you for tuning in.
I was going to put one more comment up. Unseen doesn't mean unfruitful.
Oh, yes. Yes, Linda.
Absolutely.
So good.
You're good.
Thanks to those of you who chatted along with us today.
Yes.
We'll see you in 2 weeks.
All right.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.